Hello and welcome you in the course of probability and statistics. Now, today we should learn about Spearman rank correlation coefficients. So, why is Spearman? Because Spearman is the name of the statistician who developed this coefficient of correlations. So, he is assigned his names. That's why he is known as Spearman rank correlation coefficients. Yeah, simply we have to say that is a correlation coefficients. So as we know, the coefficient of correlations is denoted by say simply R, but here is found by say Spearman, so sometimes is also referred as say R as is in the suffix. Yeah, simply we have to write down say R is equal to 1 minus 6 summation d square या di square upon n into n square minus 1, where di is nothing but is the difference between the rank of ith pair of two variables. That is, if we have to talk about say two variables say x and y, then d is nothing, is just the difference between the rank of two variables, that is x and y. If we have to consider say x1 y1, so in that case d1 is equal to x1 minus y1, say d2 is x2 minus y2, and so on. And now the small n stand for the total number of observations which is given in the definition, yeah, question. That is, it may be vary from example to example. Now this correlation coefficients defined by Spearman is frequently used in the statistical to prove the hypothesis is true, yeah, false. Hypothesis is nothing, is just like an one of the assumptions, yeah, is also known as say abstract. So to check our hypothesis is prove or disprove, now this Spearman rank correlation coefficient is frequently used. Say, let's see the example. How we can find out the correlation coefficients with the help of Spearman correlation coefficients. Now remember, what are the difference between say Karl Pearson's coefficient of correlations and this Spearman rank correlation coefficient? So if we have to talk about say precisely, then Spearman rank correlation coefficients is applicable when we have to measure the abstract quantity. That is, suppose just like in this example, say any of the organization say organize say frequent type of events, say just like a dance event. Yeah, in day to day life, all of you say watch reality shows. We know that in reality show it may be happen there are say minimum two or more than two judges is available. Say any of the candidate is coming on the stage, now they have to perform that dance. Then after completion of the dance, we know that each and every judge assigns the ranking. It gives us out of say 10 out of you have to get 10 if there are say extraordinary performance. Yeah, 10 out of 9, yeah, 10 out of 8. So it depends on the thinking power of judge, which type of quality they have to expect from the candidate. Suppose someone likes say these are the extraordinary candidate, then gives the 10 out of 10. But someone feels like no, there is something is missing. They have to perform even better than this. Then they have to cut some scores and assign say 10 out of 9. And some judges say thinking in say in different area, and they have to find out say there are some gaps between the performance, then it may be happen it's assigned test 10 out of 7. So there are only one single candidate, but the score given by the different judges is changed. See, first given the 10 out of 10, second one gives 10 out of 9, third one gives 10 out of 7. So in this case, how we can measure or estimate or gives the idea about the performance of that candidates. To observe this type of activity, we have to use the Spearman rank correlation coefficients. Say, if we have to talk about say more simplest example, say if we have to measure say beauty, say five girls are given and we have to identify out of these five which is the most beautiful. So to measure this type of quantity, again we have to use the Spearman rank correlation coefficients. To measure the intelligence, remember to measure the marks given in the examinations, for that we have to use the Karl Pearson's rank correlation coefficient. But to observe the intelligence, again is just like a abstract quantity. So to measure this type of activity, we have to use the Spearman rank correlation coefficients. So let's see how we can apply this Spearman rank correlation coefficients to obtain the value of R. So we have to see the first example. Say 8 dances are performed, that is say if there are say any of the competitions and 8 dancers are performed that dance, say namely say first dancer A, second dancer B, third dancer C, and so on. 8 dancer is say H at any of the local dance competitions. After seeing all the dance, okay, say there are say two judges is assigned, say judge 1 and judge 2. They have to see or observe carefully each and every 8 performance. After completing the performance, the judge 1 and judge 2 has assigns the ranking, assigns the rank to each of the dance. Suppose if you have to talk precisely about this first row, so see here, say first candidate, say namely, say dancer A perform the dance and the rank of the first dancer, that is A dancer, judge 1 has given the first rank to the dancer A, whereas say second judge gives the fourth rank to the dancer A. So there is a variation in the ranking system. Now same thing if we have to talk about this second row, say second dancer, say B dancer perform their performance, then judge 1 has assigned say 7th rank out of 8, and the second judge assigns the third rank to the dancer B, and so on. Similarly, say there are say dancer H, judge 1 has judge the dancer H and gives the last rank, that is 8th rank, whereas the second judge feel like something anything and they have to say something good, some positive thing in the dancer edge, and it gives or assigns a second rank. So you have to see there is say too much variations. These are just like say judge 1 say assess the dancer edge and say is the last performance, but whereas judge 2 gives the second rank. So to find out the correlation between these two judge, which type of correlation is exists between judge 1 and judge 2, we have to use this Spearman rank correlation coefficients. So in this example we are interested to calculate the Spearman rank correlation coefficient for the given data. So let's start the solution. Now as the given data, we have to, by using this data we are obtain to value of this R, that is correlation coefficient, and to obtain the value of R we have to require just only summation of di, because n is the total number of observation. So is easily identified there are 8 dancers, so that is just we have to calculate this sum of di, where what is di is the difference between ranking given by two variable, that is two judges. So write down all these 3 column as it is in this table. So we have to write down dancer A, B, C up to H, and these are the say ranking given by the first judge, ranking given by the second judge to all 8 performance. Now D is the difference between ranking. So to the dancer A, the first judge assigns the first rank, second judge assigns the fourth rank. So difference x minus y, that is 1 minus 4, that is minus 3. Yeah, it's simply just x minus y. So 7 minus 3, so it's positive 4, 2 minus 6 minus 4, and so on. 8 minus 2 is 6. And these are nothing but simply the square of this column. So minus 3 square 9, 4 square 16, and so on. 6 square, that is 36. And the Spearman rank correlation coefficients, so it contains the term sum of d square. So it's nothing, just find out sum of this all the set, that is 9 plus 16 plus 16 and so on plus 36. So it leads 126. So plugging the value of summation of d square in the formula given by the Spearman. So 1 is a constant, so as it is minus 6. Now sum d square. Now sum d square is nothing, is 126. So 126, and that is total number of observation. And in this example there are 8 dancers. So small one is 8 and n square, that is 8 square minus 1. So 6 is 126, 756, and is a very simple equation. So by solving this, we have to get the value of r is negative of 0.5. But we know that say the correlation coefficient r is lies between minus 1 and 1. And this r denotes nothing but is denotes or it shows the strength of association between two variable x and y. Which type of bonding is associated between these two variables. So here we have to obtain the value of r is a negative. So when r is minus 0.5, so it lies in this interval minus 0.25 to minus 0.75. And if in the left hand side of 0, that is we have to say there are some negative correlation. Precisely we have to say that there are intermediate negative correlations. So we have to conclude that hence there is say some negative correlation between the score given by the two judges. So here we have to conclude that dancer is benefited when there are say some strong positive correlation between the two judges. Otherwise sometimes in some of the situation we have to seen that say dancer candidate whatever ultimately suffer. So now next we have to see that, and sometimes again we have to seen in the reality show. So some of the dancer is performed, then it may be happen say first judge is assigned say 10 out of 10, second judge is also assigned 10 out of 10. So there are just like say tied, ranking between tied. So what this type of situation is occur, then how we can find out the Spearman rank correlation coefficients? Because as we have to see in this example, now there is no time. You have to see each and every dancer has a unique numbering. Say first, second, third, fourth. No one has assigned say same rank. Say on the second position, say C as well as say D. So there are no tied in this example. Each and every dancer gets the unique ranking. Now next we have to see if there are say tied in the ranking. So in this type of situation, how we have to deal with the Spearman rank correlation coefficients. So as we have to discuss, so sometimes more than one items gives the same ranking. So in this case, new rank are allocated. So what we have to done? We have to assign say some new ranking to all that item which has the tied ranking. So to calculate Spearman rank correlation coefficient in this type of situations, it is convenient, it is better to first of all rearrange all the data according to the given ranking. So first of all we have to rearrange all the data on that ranking system. So we have to see how we can deal with or how we can rearrange when there is a tie. So for to understand this type of situations, let's see one more example. So example 2, say the marks of 12 students in a geography and history subjects is given in this table. So geography and history. Now it depends on you. Here if we are interested, then we have to add one more column. So these are serial number. So first student, second student, third student, and so on at the last 12 students. But it is not mandatory. It depends on you. So here we have to say how we can relate this data. Suppose the first students is appear in the examinations. First students gets the score 15 in the geography examinations and the 10 in history examination. So second students appear in examination, they have to score 16 marks in geography examination and 12 marks in history examination, and so on. So last, that is the 12th number students got 10 marks in geography exam and 7 marks in history exam. We are interested to calculate the correlation coefficients between these two subjects, geography and history. Yeah, simply calculate the Spearman rank correlation coefficients. If we have to talk, say, in a simple manner, then we have to calculate what is the relation between the geography and history subjects. If any of the students is, say, very, say, intelligent in this geography, because see, the data suggests the marks, say, roughly out of 20. So students get, say, 18 out of 20. So definitely is the good in geography subject, but in history they have to get 11 out of 20. So it's just like around 50 percentage. So is in weak in history, and we are interested in finding the relation between geography and history. So let's start the solution. As we know that to deal with the mathematical formulation, first of all we have to assign, say, variable. Say geography as, say, one variable x, history as a second variable y. So we have to write down all the data, that is this first and second column is assigned as it is, just by assigning geography as a variable x, history as variable y. Again, order is not important. You may consider, say, history as variable x, geography is y. It doesn't matter. So 15, 16, 19 and so on 10. So 15, 16, 19 and so on 10. These are, say, variable x. 10, 12, 12 and so on 7. These are variable y. So history as variable y, 10, 12, 12 and so on 7. But here we have to see there are, say, tied situations. How we can say is a tied? Because see here, say, particular, say, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Seventh number students get, say, 18 score in geography. 8, 9, 10. That is 7th, 9th and 10th students get same score in geography. That is, we have to say that there are, say, 3 students which get the same positions in the geography subjects, because all are gets 18 marks. So this type of situation is known as the tied situation. Suppose, see again, say these are the score of first student, second student in both the subject, third, fourth and fifth. Now fourth and fifth students gets again same score in geography. So again these are, say, tied situation. So to deal this type of situation, we have to first of all rank all the data, rearranging all the data by using then rank. So we have to carry forward this first and second column as it is from the given definition. Now next we have to assign the rank to x, that is geography, rank to y, that is history. So see just carefully only this first column. The highest score achieved by this student and is 19. So these are the highest scores, so we have to write down here 1. See carefully, just we have to talk about the variable x, that is first and third column, because it is associated with variable x. So 19 is the highest score, so we have to write down 1 here. Now after 19, say there are 18, so we have to write down the second here. Again these are 18, so we have to write down 3 here. These are again 18, so 4. Remember, is your choice. Either you have to write down third here, fourth here, 2 here. So the ordering of this 2, 3, 4 is not matter, because on 2, 3, 4 there is a same rank 18. So if you have to observe carefully, the student get the score say 18. There are 3 students in geography, so we have to write down ranks say 2, 3, 4 by same color, say red color. Just see this third and first column only. Now then we have to ranking wise, so these are highest 19, then 18, after 17. So on 17 again there are say 2 students, so we have to assign 5 and 6 rank. Remember, this order is not important. You may write down 5 is here and 6 is here, it doesn't matter. So 5, 6. Then on 17 after say 16, but again in 16 there are say 2 students, so we have to write down 7, 8, same argument. The numbering in 7 and 8 is not important, you have to flip 7 and 8, 8 and 7. Then 9, because 15 only one student, so we have to write down only 9. 15 again, yes, there are 2 students, say, so we have to write down say by highlighted say blue color, say 9 and 10. Then after 15, say reduce score, so 14, there are only one student, so we do not highlight, so write down just as black color, say 11. And at the last there are only one student who get 10, so we have to write down as a last ranking, say 12 number ranking. So in this manner we have to assign ranking of a geography subject. So right now we have to just talk about this second and fourth column. So just forget first and third column, just see carefully this second and fourth. So we have to talk about the variable y. So the highest score achieved in the history subject is a 13, and on 13 there are say 2 students, so we have to assign say 1 and 2. Again you may write down 2 here and 1 here, it doesn't matter. Then after 13, say there are 12, second highest. So 12 there are 2 and 1 more, so on the 12 there are say 3 students, so 1 and 2 ranking is given, so we have to assign 3, 4 and 5. So just see in this last column only, we have to write down 3, 4 and 5 as a blue color, because there is a tie. Then after 12, say there are 11. On 11 again there are say 3 students, so we have to assign rankings 6, 7, 8 by using the same color green. The order is not important, you have to flip 6, 7, 8 by using help of the permutations. You maybe write down 6 here, 6 here, yeah, 7 here, 7 here, as you wish. So by using same manner we have to ranking the history subject. Yeah, in better understanding, whatever we have to say here, we have to discuss here, we have to write down in this separate slide. In geography you have to see the highest score is 19 and there is only one student. In geography the second highest score is 18. 18 here, 18, 18. So 18 there are say 3 students and ranking is roughly say 2 plus 3 plus 4. So here when we have to find out the Spearman rank correlation coefficients, we have to consider the expectation. Expectation is nothing, mean, yeah, average, and these are ungrouped data, so simple average. So on 18 there are 3 students, so divide by 3. So 2 plus 3 plus 4 divided by 3, so we have to get 3. Now after 18, on 17 there are say 2 students, so we have to assign ranking 5 and 6. So 5 and 6 there are 2 students, so divide by 2, so we have to write down the average ranking 5.5. Similarly on 16 again there are say 2 students, say 7 and 8, both are get 16 marks, 7 and 8. So we have to consider average. 7 plus 8 divided by 2, so 7.5. Similarly and so on. So next our target is, say these are 7, 2, 3, 4. These are the tied ranking, and 3 students gets the same score 18. So by using the help of this expectation, 2 plus 3 plus 4 divided by 3, 3. So we have to replace all these 2, 3, 4 by using this average. So in place of this 2, 3, 4, we have to write down the average ranking, that is 3. And as you have to see here, we have to write down, say 18, there are say 3 students, 18, 18, 18. So instead of given say 2, 3 and 4, we have to write down the average ranking, say 3, third rank, third rank, third rank. Similarly, say 5 and 6, there are say 2 students who gets the 17 marks in geography. So instead of given ranking 5th and 6th, we have to assign say average ranking 5.5 to the 2 students who get the same score 17 in the geography. So by using the help of this slide, whatever number we have to write down in third column by using the same color, only third column. Again the same color by using the fourth column, we have to replace by using this average, and you have to show in this table precisely this third and fourth. So if we have to talk about say one more data, how we can write down this 1.5 here. See here, these are the ranking of y, so say one of the student get 13 score in y, again same students, one different student get 13 in y. So on 13, so there are 2 ranking, 1 and 2. So we have to consider the average, 1 plus 2 divided by 2, so 1.5. So finally we have to replace this first and second, rank, that is who got the highest rank 13 in history, by using this average ranking, that is 1.5. So 1.5 and 1.5. So by this manner we have to write down the average ranking. Now the remaining procedure is same as the previous one. Remember in first example we have to talk about the dance performance, and in dance performance the judges is already assigned the ranking. So if we have to see here, this data is already ranking manner, because the performance A, that is these are the first rank, these are the fourth rank. So this data is already in ranking system, so there is no need to rearrange. And in the second example we have to consider the tied situation, and there is again no ranking. So next D is nothing, just difference between two variables. So right now difference, that is 9.5 minus 9, that is 0.5. 7.5 minus 4, 3.5. In general is a simple subtraction of this column. Say and so on, 12 minus 12, 0. And at the last column D square, that is 0.5 square, 0.25, 3.5 square, 12.25, and so on. 0 square is 0. But to calculate the Spearman rank correlation coefficient, we require some D square. So it's nothing, just addition of this last column, that is 0.25 plus 12.25 plus and so on plus 0. So it leads 109. So with the help of this summation D square, we have to plug in its value in this Spearman rank correlation coefficients. And his R is 1 minus 6 summation D square upon n square minus 1. So sum of D square is nothing but is 109. So is 109, and number of students, and there are here total 12 students, that is the value of n is 12. So 1 minus 6 into 109 upon 12 into 12 square minus 1. So simple calculation leads the value of R is 0.619. 0.619. So again we know that it lies in the interval say 0.25 to 0.75. So we have to say that there are intermediate, yes, some positive correlation between two variable x and y. So we have to conclude that there is some positive correlations between the geography and history results. So thank you so much for paying your attention.